So we're going to be talking about the start of the downswing, but more importantly, I'm going to be talking about a very strong message about how you should practice. Now, I get this question a lot with golfers, and particularly students of mine. And people that are part of my online academy, we talk a lot about practicing. And I always say to them, look, you've got to balance it. You've got to balance it really well. You've got to spend some of your time practicing where you are based upon the result and the feedback of what the ball flight is doing. But you also want to make sure that you're spending some of your time practicing on a particular movement. Okay, now when you're working on a particular movement, and in today's video we're going to focus on the start of the downswing, so I'm going to concentrate on the chest, you need to practice building up an awareness to that. Now, before I show you the lesson that I have in mind and what we did, Tiger Woods used to really struggle in the downswing with firing his hips too quickly. Okay, and this is going back years when he was working with Butch Harmon, and what he used to talk about was a drill that Butch used to get him doing, which he hated, right? He stated that he really disliked this drill, but he always understood the value of it, and it was to pause at the top. Now, the reason why he used to do this was obviously to make him more aware of starting the downswing where everything's working a bit more together. So let's hypothesize. So swing back, and what Tiger was doing was sort of firing his hips. His arms would get stuck behind his body and he would fire his arms too much, lacking club face stability. So Butch used to say, right, you're going to swing up, you're going to pause, and then you're going to move everything down together so you can feel like you stay more connected. And that's a really good drill. Brutal, you do it, right? And you count to 2. 1, 2. Okay, it's going to feel like you've been up there an absolute eternity, but it'll be really good for you. And this is what exactly was happening with one of my students. So we did a little video call. I watched him hit some balls, and what I was trying to get him to do was to break a similar habit. He would often swing back and he would sort of stand up and then use his hands and arms too much in the hip. So what I was encouraging him to do was to swing back, keep his arms up in the air, turn his chest down to the left, and then try and hit the ball. And inevitably, the results in that exercise were terrible. I'm not going to pretend and say that he did that drill and he instantaneously was like a pro. No. But what was instantaneously better was the movement. And that's a really important message for those of you that are genuinely trying to make swing changes and genuinely trying to improve your swing. You do have to make sure, similar to the Tiger Woods idea, that you are allocating some of your practice time to heighten your awareness to feelings. And this is what I said today. It's like go back, start the downswing, have a moment's pause here, have a feeling of what it's like, try and coordinate the hit as you go from there, and eventually you don't have to do that practice session all the time, but if you're allocating some of your practice session towards that time, you will start to make really noticeable gains in your practice. I'll see you soon.